Hello everyone, welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Pisces for the May 4th weekend. And I would like to thank each and every one of you out there personally for subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed. And for all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched. And also hitting the hype button. Wow, thank you so very much. And of course, the lovely comments. It is truly nice to hear from each and every one of you that you've subscribed to my channel, you enjoyed the reading, it resonated. It certainly makes my week. So I appreciate your input. It definitely lifts my spirits. I hope I do the same for you. And thank you for coming to my channel. All right. Oh, Six of Swords. So thinking of moving on from something, cutting some ties, moving forward, learning what suits you and doesn't. For some of you, this looks like it's going to be an actual physical move, you know, from where you're living at to something much better, because you're tired of always feeling like you don't quite fit. Now, whether that's in a job, your relationships in all forms, you're just moving on. You've finally admitted to yourself that it's time for you to leave something behind, go to something much better. And when you literally move, it is going to so much increase your finances, your stability, your life in general, friendships. And the Death card. See, you finally grown and decided it is time. You recognize it. You're admitting to it. It's an ending of something so that this new beginnings can get going. So you're changing, transforming, and literally ending something so that this cycle can stop and start something fresh, new, exciting, rewarding, thrilling. So you're moving forward. And the King of Cups. So you're showing up there. You know, this is, you're motivated to changing, to resolving problems, you know, in all relationships, work, family, home, relatives, friends. You know, you manage to persevere and do what you think is expected of you, but you forgot to reward yourself along the way. And now you're letting go of just a little bit and realizing, you know, you can pursue some special things in your life. Like if you've always wanted to try something or do something, you're finally doing it and you're relaxing about it. You're not so stressed. And I like that. You're trusting yourself, your instincts. You're following your own intuition going forward. And things are literally coming in so much more calmer for you. Yeah, the Ten of Wands. See, you're moving away from something. Releasing it, letting it go. You've been carrying some burdens for a long time, whether they were your burdens or not. You picked up the, you know, the excess and carried it out. Now you're realizing that you can let that go now. You can go in a new direction for yourself. Things are really starting to pick up for you. And you're willing to separate from this. You're no longer packing around excess baggage that in most cases probably wasn't your burden to carry, but you did it because you figured it was the right thing to do. So you're moving forward, you know, laying down the extra burdens and releasing yourself from this situation with the intent of moving into something much more pleasurable in all areas of your life. Because this is emotional balance as well. So you're moving forward, letting go of extra burdens and releasing yourself. And the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, taking care of bank accounts, making sure you have enough money going forward. So you're making some good deals here for some of us when you're purchasing something or looking into something new. You're making sure that you're not overpaying for services that you're receiving. So some of you are looking into starting your own business, like a new business, or going into an enterprise with someone else. And you're really making sure that it is not going to have any effects on what you already have in your existence. Eight of Swords. So stepping out of the shadows, realizing that you can let this extra burdens go out of your life. You're tired of, carrying around regret and guilt and holding yourself back. Now, whether this is somebody said this to you, or it's just how you feel, with negative thoughts, overthinking, overanalyzing, but you're realizing you need to release that. If you want to step into this new good fortune and life going forward, you need to knock down the walls, step forward, and realize that you can accomplish and do anything you put your mind to. And you're about to do that. Yeah, the King of Rods. Definitely sitting in your power. You're motivated to make changes. You're taking charge of it. You're making plans. It looks like some plans for many of you is like a trip as well. And not just your everyday ordinary trip. You're actually thinking of doing something that you've thought about doing but never did before. So you're really opening up now to trying new things with a little more enthusiasm, not feeling like you have excess baggage to pull behind you. So it really helps you to release. You're taking the leadership role in this. You can see the bigger picture, and you're overcoming challenges. You're very career focused this week for yourself. And the Fool card. Definitely moving into something much more fresh and new to you. So, yeah, this is new beginnings, possibilities. Trusting in yourself. This is like blind faith. You're willing now to take steps that you haven't taken before because you can see the opportunities and the new adventures, and you're ready for this. You want this in your life, and you realize the only way that this is going to come into your life is if you take that chance. So it looks like for many of you, you're actually taking a new beginning, a new chance on something. And the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, life is really coming into balance for you much more than it has in a very long time. You're feeling more calm, more in charge, understanding different things in your life, how they came about, and you're no longer picking up the pieces behind everybody else, trying to make everybody else's life absolutely perfect and comfortable. You're realizing it's time to take care of you. You've always managed to handle multiple projects and things at once, but you're finding more balance by letting some things out of your life, people, places, and things as well. Oh, the Page of Wands. So definitely good news coming in. Unexpected. You're discovering there's no limitations to your opportunities. It's just a matter of whether you take the chance or not. So you're feeling much more free-spirited, excited, and you found your freedom, to try new things. But it looks like there's good news coming in, like a call, long-distance call. You're going to get a message from somebody you haven't heard from in a while. So it will cause you to think about traveling to where they're at, to visit, to have talks, just an opportunity for you to do something totally out of your norm. So, wow. Ten of Pentacles. Taking care of business. Making sure your finances are in good order. Making sure your legacy is good. You're trying to practice what you preach to others. So that's part of a legacy as well. This could be an inheritance that came into you from somebody unexpected. Maybe this person you didn't even know existed. And you're a long lost relative or a very good friend of a friend, that sort of thing. And you're receiving this gift from them and you're going to make it count. You're not going to, waste it away. You're realizing what a gift you have been given. So you're going to take that opportunity and invest it, move forward, knowing that, you can accomplish something very good for yourself with this opportunity that's been given. And you're doing it. You're not just thinking about it. You're understanding gifts are meant to be. There's wealth, financial security, family long-term success. So you're really in the mode of taking care of yourself and your future generations. And the Five of Rods. Yeah, that's okay. Competition. Things are going, a little bit south here. People are trying to win at all costs in some cases, but you're not participating in this. There's conflicts, disagreements, tension, and you have literally and successfully removed yourself from that. You're just sort of standing in the sidelines watching all this unfold. If there's, somebody trying to impress somebody else, again, you're just, if that's who they choose, then you're letting it happen. That sort of thing. You have that much confidence in yourself this week to stand out because you're just stepping out. And the Knight of Cups. So, wow, there's a celebration coming in for you. Travel as well. There's romance, Prince Charming, somebody coming to save the day. This is your knight in shining armor. You're following your heart. You're very charming. And people are really starting to not only accept you, but notice you for that. Oh, the Two of Cups. So you could be coming together with somebody who really floats your boat, which is wonderful. You finally found somebody that you're interested in. This could be the beginning of something very wonderful for you. This is the joining of two people. This can be in business, in, what would you call that? Getting together with another partner. A new partnership of some sort coming in this week. Whether it's with somebody that you're going to care about and marry in the future, or just a partner that you join forces with. But they are really a lot like yourself and you are like them. So you really do mesh together very nicely. And the Star card, look at that. So you're definitely coming into your own strength this week. There's hope, faith, renewal, good fortune, good omens. And you're accepting it. You're open to receiving this. You're not holding yourself back anymore. You're understanding that what is coming in this week is truly meant for you to succeed, move forward, have more confidence, more calmly. And the Knight of Pentacles. So very nice. So there's good finances here. You're moving into a good footing for yourself, for your finances. Looks like there's definitely some travel plans here coming in. And you're just checking out your finances to make sure that you have enough. And though you do, you're just double checking. You planted the seeds. This is your new beginning, your new opportunities. And you have a destination in your mind of where you want to arrive at in all areas of your life. Your home, your family, your friends, traveling. But this is your chance to stand out in a good way. And it's not that you're trying to do this. This is just you naturally. You just have that charisma about yourself. And the King of Pentacles. So definitely your finances are on your mind this week. You're making really good investments, and you normally do. You do your homework, you check facts out, you really dig deep. You don't just take people that says, oh, you should go and invest in that, they're doing this. If you decided to do that, you will definitely do your homework before you step into that. So, this is you getting much more physically comfortable with your life, where you're at, what you have. So you've slowed things down just a little bit so that you can enjoy the ride as you go forward, which is really nice to see for you. But you are really starting to take opportunities that you had wanted to and just didn't follow through on it. But there's new opportunities here, and you are no longer sitting back waiting. You're taking that first step into it. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles. So give and take, understanding that, you're not always the one who has to give. People are trying to help you as well, because you've probably helped them, and that doesn't always have to be financially. This can be in your wisdom, your knowledge, what you've learned, what you've been through. There's so many ways to help others, to give and take and share. And this is them trying to give back. This is giving, receiving, sharing wealth, generosity, charity, sharing. And you're not one to ask people for help. It's pretty rare for you to do that. You're such a giver and carer that you forget that there's other people out there for you as well. So this is you actually opening up into receiving help. You're no longer just giving, and realizing that, when you need something or you need help, there's no one around. You've pretty much cured yourself of that, which is the better for you. All right, and your oracle card. Let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. An important life-changing event. A situation that leads to significant opportunities. And there you are. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely talk to you again next week. Bye for now.